Good morning. It's about 9 o'clock and we are still making our way towards San Diego. We're supposed to arrive, I think, by 11. So just out here enjoying the breeze. I had a breakfast already, some coffee. Just waiting to get off the ship. My plans for today are a harbor cruise with Hornblower Cruises. It's a 2-hour tour. They do have a 1-hour tour, but why not if you can have 2 hours more on a ship. But anyway, yeah, if you remember from my San Diego vlogs with my bestie Derek, we tried to do a champagne brunch cruise one time and the seas were too rocky that day, so we didn't get to go out of port. So this is kind of like a redo for me, except I'm not doing the champagne brunch, just the harbor tour. So yeah, that's what's on the agenda for today. I'm also meeting some friends in San Diego, Bob and Holly from Innocents Abroad. We're supposed to meet up to spend a little time afterwards. So I will take you along as much as I can. Hopefully this wind will die down a little bit. I don't get too much wind noise in my videos. Sailing into San Diego. I can't begin to tell you how amazing this view is. It's hard for you to see it on camera because you'll see the glare off the window, but I feel like I'm in my own private yacht up here. Just got off the ship. It's a little after 11 and heading to Harbor Boulevard up ahead. It's hard to believe I was here about 1.5 years ago and this was all closed. So definitely feels good to be here. Get to enjoy San Diego again. We had a great time here last time. I do have my harbor cruise that I gotta meet up, but it's not till 12:30, so I have a little time to just mosey along and take pictures and all that good stuff. But there's the big Holland America ship that I can't pronounce. And I'll go take a look at the NCL Jewel on the other side in a minute. If you're ever leaving out of this port, there are plenty of hotels here on Harbor Boulevard, very close to the airport. The airport is actually viewable from here. It's way down there. A lot of these hotels have shuttles that will pick you up from the airport. Here's the Wyndham where we stayed when we were here. Great location, as you can see, right across from our ship. And it's got a little sandwich shop, like a deli right here. There's a little bike store. You can rent those bipedals and I forget what they're called, Surrey bikes. They do have electric bikes. This is one of the towers for the Wyndham, and then there's the other side. After this round building here is the other side of the main building of the Wyndham. This is the little deli. Has really great sandwiches. They even have gluten-free bread, because I remember having avocado toast with eggs for breakfast there. They do have a Ruth Chris Steakhouse right here. And Portside Pier, right across the street on the water. If you remember, I had dinner with Derek, Bob, and Holly at Brigantine, which is in the corner there, with an outside view, and they have like fire pits, and it's really nice at night with the Star of India dock next to it, and it was all lit up. That was really nice. So I'm gonna stop in and have a little light lunch at Claim Jumper. Alright, that was a nice easy lunch. So now I'm headed over to my Hornblower ship for my harbor cruise. I think it's called a 2-hour harbor cruise and sea lion adventure. So we'll see if we see any sea lions. It is really windy today. Picture taken. Me. Here we go. I wanted to sit outside, but it's really windy, so we're gonna look about sitting inside. Thank you. Here we are on the ship.
People always ask me, how far is it to reach international waters? Well, the answer to that trivia question is 12 nautical miles. And we also have a 200 nautical mile economic zone, and that's for things such as fishing rights, oil rights, all that stuff. So if you look back kind of behind us and up, you'll see where I was just pointing out Balboa Park, you'll see a plane coming in. It's coming into the San Diego International Airport. And that's called Lindbergh Field. Lindbergh Field is named after Charles A. Lindbergh, who in 1927 started here in San Diego, made his way across the country, and then made the first ever solo transatlantic flight from New York City to Paris, France. And that was on the Spirit of St. Louis, which is also built here in San Diego. Because you see that plane coming in, it's worth noting that when you do fly into San Diego, the pilots have to have a special rating on their pilot's license due to the fact that they have to fly in between buildings, over a hill, fly over a parking garage right at the beginning of the runway, and then land right here. So when you're flying in and out of San Diego, know that your pilots are extra good. It's also the busiest single-lane runway in the United States. You'll see a cove or inlet here off to the right-hand side. This was originally called Commercial Basin, but it has been renamed America's Cup Harbor. And it's been named that because in 1988, 92, and 95, the world-famous America's Cup yacht race was held right here in San Diego Bay by the prestigious San Diego Yacht Club. And this area is also home to the world's largest sport fishing fleet. If you're a fisherman, you can go over here, catch a half day, a full day trip, or if you want a longer trip, you can get a few days or even weeks at a time over here in America's Cup Harbor. And this whole harbor is surrounded by excellent seafood restaurants, small little local bars. One of the best places to come check out the San Diego waterfront. If you're not in downtown, I would recommend coming over here. And Shelter Island is part of the land that surrounds America's Cup Harbor, and we're coming up on that right now. So at the very tip of Shelter Island, you'll see a kind of a round-shaped restaurant there with a green roof. This is called the Bali High, and that is a Polynesian-themed restaurant. And they're famous for their 100% all-alcohol Mai Tais. 2 is the limit, 100% alcohol.
Wow.
And you notice all of a sudden all the homes on Point Loma abruptly end. That's because everything south of this point is government-owned land. And there's a lot of stuff to see over here. I'm going to try and pick the best things out as we're going cruising by. You'll see the shore pier in the water. It's difficult to see from this angle. You'll get a better view as we just go slightly beyond it. But you'll see a gray ship in there, just beyond these radars that are spinning on the end of the dock. And this is Navy's future in front of your eyes. They are drone ships. The very front one, it's called the Sea Hunter. It's a tri-hull, and you'll see it here in just a second, like I said. And basically, eventually, the Navy hopes to move into much larger versions of these vessels. But that first one, the Sea Hunter, has made an unmanned trip from here all the way to Hawaii. You can see a guy standing on it, so people do stand on them. I'm not lying to you. But there it is. So on the left side, the ones on the right-hand side, all these California sea lions, kind of taking a nap. The ones on the left-hand side, pretty active right now. I see them kind of, one's not letting the other one jump up onto the pier. California sea lions, unlike harbor seals, which have major differences. The size is the easiest way, but if you're looking at them, California sea lions also have little ears. Harbor seals only have like little holes in the side of their head. The California sea lion also can walk on all fours. They can take their hind flippers and rotate them forward and then move around like that, whereas a harbor seal kind of does the worm. Yeah, these guys on the left are really having at it. Looks like they're having a good time there. Oh, there they go, look at that. Woohoo! The males, 7 to 9 feet in length and weigh about 1,100 pounds. The females, about 6 to 7 feet, and they get a little over 250 pounds. They also have color vision in the blue-green spectrum. They can hold their breath from 8 to 20 minutes. And they swim at about 11 miles an hour, but can also go into bursts of speed of up to 25. For you bird lovers, I'm not going to leave the birds out of the mix. All the dark ones, those are called cormorants. Most of the time they live on the Channel Islands and the Coronado Islands off the coast of Mexico. You also have some great blue herons down there, a couple big pelicans. I see, I'm not going to leave out the seagulls. There's seagulls too. Yeah, that's a big guy. I don't know if you're looking to the left, but there's a real big California sea lion just dove underwater there. And there's more here at the end. It's getting close to mating season for these animals, so there's a lot more activity going on with these guys. So we're getting close to coming back in. Thank you for choosing to spend this portion of your day with us here on City Cruises. I hope you learned a little bit about San Diego, or if you already knew everything I told you, I hope you just enjoyed being out on a boat. If you were here for a 2-hour tour, you're just going to go ahead and stay in your seat. We're going to drop some people off, pick up some more people, and then head down and talk about that whole thing south of us, right here, south all the way to the end. Talk about Navy ships, Coronado, more about about the San Diego waterfront.
Your brand, your logo is the
Oh yeah, my pop second. Yum. This one's for Derek, who's not with us. Your favorite habanero. I am back from a day in San Francisco? No, San Diego today. It was a great day. I went on the 2-hour harbor and sea line adventure tour of San Diego Bay. That was nice, very informative. So the way it works is you take a 1-hour tour in one direction around the bay, and then it comes back, it drops off people that only booked the 1-hour tour, and then you stay on and they do the other tour and it goes in the opposite direction and you get different narration each time. So that was fun. I learned a lot. It was very windy, so I sat inside to enjoy it, and it was still cold. So got that done. Then I met Bob and Holly from Innocents Abroad, and we went and did a little wine tasting at Seaport Village, walked around Seaport Village a little bit, did a little shopping, and I'm back. It's about 5:30, so I'm just gonna relax for a little bit. We had some wine, cheese, and salami. So I'm not that hungry, but my plan for tonight is to go to the Salty Dog Gastropub, which is on deck 5, and see if there's anything gluten-free in there for me. don't have high hopes about this, but we're gonna give it a try because I said my goal was to try every single eatery on the ship. So I will be trying to do that. If for some reason I can't find something there, I will at least have a cocktail there and try something from there. And then I'll go get sliced pizza because why not? Tomorrow I have Sabatini's planned and I know that's gonna be good. So anyway, I'm back on the ship, safe and sound. It's really, really windy out. So I'm staying, and it looks like a lot of people are back on the ship already. But look what I got on my bed. Dun, dun, dun. It's time to start talking about disembarkation. So those are mine, but I usually do the express walk off. My flight is at, I believe, 12:30 on Sunday. So I definitely have plenty of time, but I'm gonna try to enjoy breakfast on the ship before I get off. That's the plan anyway. It doesn't take that long to get to the airport from here. I'm flying out of Long Beach, so I don't anticipate any issues, but it's always sad to get this. But that's out of my mind right now. We're going to concentrate on having a great rest of today and a full day tomorrow. Tomorrow's Ensenada. I do plan to stay on the ship tomorrow because I've been to Ensenada a few times, and I will be on an Ensenada in June when I sail on the Carnival Radiance again. So I'm just going to consider a sea day tomorrow and just stay on the ship. So that's it. That's all from me. I do plan to visit Crooners tonight, which I haven't done, and then I'll head over to Good Spirits and then the night there. So we'll see you around.